All right, it's 12 o'clock, December 7th, 2022. I'm going to try and get through this real quick. Yeah, it feels like it might be a low volume day, but here's how I was looking at it. There was this uptrend, but really, I mean, we were just ranging. However, this was valid. We just didn't really make higher highs. So the support was valid, but we got a break, and we just been chopping around. So not the greatest day to trade. There could be some stuff in here that I didn't mark or didn't get to, so I'm gonna try and go through it. Um, so this looks like a channel, and that's 5 o'clock. So 5 o'clock comes in. You don't get a second entry short here. However, you might take that for 4 ticks. If that's your 2150, I mean that gets you 4 ticks, and it looks like a hidden second entry. So I'm going to go ahead and mark that as green. But it does look like one leg up. So, and you can see a bunch of people got trapped here. So, but if you're patient, looks like you get a second entry long right there. But again, that looks like kind of like one leg down. But it looks congested. We get more congestion here. Break, move to a new high, and then we get another leg up. So it looks like that's probably it right there. And you get an overshoot, and that leads to a break. And you get a failure, but it's above the EMA, so you don't want to take that. We get this move down, and you get a second entry right here, but it's after the break. So you do want to be careful, because it's not off a trend line. We just got a break, so it might be better to take a lower high, and you just don't get that. You get the move to a new low, though, and we bounce, and that forms this potential trend channel. We get confirmation over here, but we get this leg up, get a break, move to a new high, and then we make this move down, and we get confirmation of that trend channel. And really, you might I don't know if I should mark that blue. I'm going to go with green because of all these dojis. But if when you get that confirmation, you get a first entry, failed second entry short, I think you can take that. Whoops. Come up here, you get a second entry long. If that's off a trend channel, you might take that. Nah. You might consider that, because that does look like it's a possible channel. We just got to bounce off the midline. Only problem is we just bounced off this midline, so it was hard earlier this morning to really know what was going on. And you can see, I mean, we just formed some congestion. Then we get this leg up. I don't see how you could enter that. And then we get this leg down, break to move to a new low, and then it rockets on the other way, and overshoot leads to a break, and we have this choppy stuff. And then we come down here, and this looks like a double test to me. You could argue that it is, and maybe you take that, especially after coming off the highs, but look how congested that is. That's not a great entry. So yeah, we get 2 legs down. We form this range, and it's just been choppy. I was viewing this as the range, but you can see that the opening price held prices. We've formed this this level of resistance up here. So this kind of looks like you could argue that you get a double test right here, but you're going into the EMA, and it's just, I think this one's, you got to sit out just because it kind of looks like you're pushing it. But this one right here, very bearish bar, plenty of room back to the EMA. I like that one for the double test. And we come down here, and it looked like maybe this was a channel, but I drew it off the highs, and it doesn't really get confirmed on the low side. So just some choppiness, not a lot of good setups, or no good setups, I should say. And now we're chopping around again, and you get a failure right here. And perhaps you consider this one, because to me, you could look at that as a break, move to a new high, and like lower high. But yeah, you're going into the EMA. I think you're better off sitting that one out. You might consider this one. This is a second entry short at a brief interruption. But yeah, I mean, I marked this failure red, but I feel like with this choppiness, it should really be green. And you just, on days like today where it's in between the overnight highs and lows, and you have to be really careful, and you got to be really picky. So not a whole lot today. Hope everyone had a great day. I'll be back tomorrow.